On a serious note, gentlemen,
Yeah.
let us encourage our people to take NhiF.
A grandma told me, yeah, I have heard of ulcers, I have heard of malaria, blood pressure and sugar. And now you're telling me I have a disease which I haven't ever had before.
There's no disease that you are body with. So please, if you feel any pain, any part of the body is important.
We must also improve on our hygiene. It is key, very important.
Sometimes, with the economy and everything that we have right now, sometimes you find even the getting that small money for food.
It's a headache.
It has become so difficult.
Yes.
So you find somebody. This question that he will ask you is, do I get the food first or do I get the insurance? Which one is more important? Because we live in hand to mouth. Whatever I get today, I'll just spend it in the evening for the food. Not even buying clothes or anything. It's just for the food. Now, I guess that is another challenge. So maybe if that money could have been reduced to something like it is affordable a little bit, it could have been okay. Yeah,
well, they should have done it so that the one who earns more pays more, and the one who earns less pays less.
But right now we are all under one bracket.
No, you are giving false information.
Okay.
That's the way it is.
Okay.
When you work for the government, if you are earning, actually people are put into brackets. Yeah, the lowest is paying 130. Yeah.
Okay.
Me, I'm a voluntary contributor. I'm paying 500. That person who earns over 100,000 is paying over 1,000, actually over 4,000 per month.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you look at the current inflation, sincerely, Jerry, 500 is affordable. You should
Not
pay.
to everyone.
Not
to everyone.
Can everyone afford 500?
No,
Yes.
not to everyone.
What do you think? Comment on this. Can everyone afford 500?
500 for a month.
For
a month.
For a month.
500 shillings
There are
for a
those
month.
families that cannot afford that money.
Why?
100 bob a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
There's a lot of people who can't even afford that.
Why
cash in a
can't they
day.
afford?
Yeah?
Why can't they afford? You want to tell
Okay.
me you can't work and get 100 shillings?
This guy,
No, it's joking.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Why
not a
can't you-
joke. No, it's not a joke. Let me tell you.
Yes.
There are those who are born with the spoon on their mouth, and there's those who are born without the spoon on their mouth. They just have to work like 2 times. Let me ask you a question.
Go on, please.
You employ me here.
Yes, Jerry, go on, please.
Maybe per day you give me you can't give me 500 per day. True or false?
Here,
Like, as a sweeper.
as a sweeper here, like in the locality, okay, in my hotel, we are paying 200 shillings
Per day.
per day.
Per day.
Yes.
Now,
When we have a lot of guests,
eh,
we add 100 shillings.
now that's like 300 per day. Yeah?
Yes. Okay, when there is seminar.
The seminar. Thank you. Let me ask you now.
Ask me, Jerry.
Me here. Yeah?
Yes.
I have 3 children at
Yeah.
home waiting for me. I have like 4 mouths to feed,
Yes.
including mine.
Yes.
5 mouths.
Yes.
With 200 shillings.
Yes.
What can I do with the 200 shillings per day?
Okay, fine. Good question. With 200 shillings per day, you will buy omena.
Yeah.
Omena disarray. To this to
I don't know, play or something. Yeah.
two
Whatever it
tins.
is.
It's two omena two
Two tins,
tins.
yeah?
Around omena 200 grams.
Yeah.
It's around. Actually, it's around 100 grams.
Are you talking about people who live in the village or people
I'm
who
talking
live
about
This
people
guy
who
is
live
talking
in the
about
village.
his people.
I'm talking
The
about people
on
who
his
live
level.
in the village.
Okay.
No,
Which
I'm talking
ones?
about people who live in the village.
Okay.
This is where
Me
we have
earning
most
200.
Of, This
No,
is where we
just
have
break
most
it
of the
down,
problem.
Break
This
it
is where we have
down.
most of the problem.
Break it down.
Yeah,
No, break the 200 down.
I want to do that.
Please do.
Please.
Okay, let's listen.
Now, omena,
Yes.
100 grams. Omena, actually, for the information, the daga, the small fish, it's a local delicacy. Thank you. This is a local delicacy.
How much is that?
Readily available in the local market.
How much is that?
Now, 100 grams of omena is around 50 shillings. Yes?
Okay, 50 shillings.
50 shillings.
Yeah.
But
Now,
mark you.
Yeah, you are paying me 200 bob. Now, minus 550 bob. How much do I have?
150.
150. And
Yes.
then,
Yes.
am I going to eat this omena boiled? Or just
Your
like
preference
that?
will be maize meal.
Huh?
Your preference will be maize meal.
How
Maize meal.
maize meal. How
Yes.
much is 2 kgs?
Why do you buy maize meal from the market? Why can't you grow it? Don't you have land? I mean,
Okay, yeah.
let us
Now-
stop excuses. Let us
If I
stop
don't have that,
excuses.
okay. How many
Don't
people
you have
do?
land?
How many people have land that they can
Everybody.
cultivate in
Everybody
the
have-
city? Now, let's talk
I'm
in
not
the
talking
city.
about the city. I'm talking
Now you
about the
see,
locality.
let's talk about the people who are in the city.
Okay.
So and may
Somebody
I ask you,
earning 200
Jerry,
in
may
the city,
May I
yeah?
ask you,
Yeah.
for what
You have
business?
to-
What business do you have to stay in the city if you can't
Okay.
afford it? Why can't you come back home and build the economy, the local economy? You can farm.
Okay.
Why?
So everyone should leave the city and
And
come
come back
live
to
in
the village.
I'm telling you, this is another problem the government is actually doing.
Okay.
Why do you allow people to live in squalid conditions where they end up? No,
Okay,
this is not a laughing matter.
No.
Yeah.
You leave people to live in the slum where there is no actually amenities.
Now-
They don't have sewer
now I
system.
want you,
They don't have clean water.
I
they
want
don't
you-
have no.
I
Just
want
a
you
minute.
to look at that camera.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
And apologize to me
I'm
for
not-
saying that I was misleading people about the NHIF. Because if you're saying like so, there's those who can't afford that money.
Why?
Eh?
Why can't you afford?
As you can see,
Yeah, why?
our brother doesn't understand why
Why?
they can't afford it,
Why?
and they say,
I've told you.
Why?
I've told you.
"What is your
You pay
opinion?
me
How many
200
people
bob.
can afford 500
Everybody
bob?
should afford it.
Everybody should
No.
afford
Yes,
it."
should afford it. Everybody should afford it because I will give you a typical example, brother.
Okay.
Even in the village here,
Aye.
if you have 10 chicken, 10 chicken,
How many people do have that?
10 chicken,
That's the question.
10 chicken. Each chicken is giving you 10 chicks. Yeah? You have 10 chicken, mature ones. They brood, they give you 10 chicks each. That's 100. Yeah? You feed them on local feeds. You don't buy the commercial feed.
Yeah.
You simply feed them on local feeds. You can tap the insects.
Yeah, but
the
as
termites.
far as I know, 10 chickens cannot be enough because you have to wash, you have to cook, you have to send your children to school.
Yeah.
You have to pay fees.
Yeah.
You have to do so many
You
things.
have to pay rent.
Gentlemen,
If you're alone,
let
You
me
have
tell
to
alone.
travel.
I'm
You
staying
pay.
in Kenya and I'm staying deep rural village. Schools here are for free. Government schools are for free.
Yeah, but
you
if-
only pay 50 shillings per
Yeah,
term.
but and what about the fare and the books?
You don't
and
need
the...
fare. You go there walking. Books are given in the school.
Okay, so what you're saying
So
is
what I'm
particularly
saying-
that anyone who cannot pay NHIF,
It's a
He's
liar.
He's
a
lazy.
liar. It's lazy.
You see this guy, yeah?
This one.
This guy lives
This
in
one
another
is-
planet. He doesn't live in planet Earth.
Okay,
I live in the local.
Okay.
This guy
I
doesn't
the
live in
local
a
village.
planet
How much,
Earth.
how much do they spend
So-
on drinking brews? How much do they spend there?
and
How
drinking
many
booze.
people do drink?
Everybody. They drink a lot. These
No,
guys-
not everybody.
No, you
I mean,
can't say
like me,
everybody.
I
That is
don't.
too general.
Including me there, I don't drink.
Yeah.
I don't smoke.
But anyway, done.
You see now?
Versus this one will finish later now. Yeah.
Let us
This
stop.
thing,
Okay,
this
but
thing.
the bottom line,
Yeah.
anyway, on a serious note, gentlemen,
Yeah.
let us encourage our people to take NHIF. This will actually help us to experience, or should I say to acquire. This will help us to seek quality medication. This will help us to eradicate unnecessary diseases. Unnecessary diseases, because we don't go to hospitals because we can't pay. Now, once you don't go to the hospital, the disease won't be detected earlier. Now you will leave it there in your body, eating you slowly. By the time you are taken to the hospital, you can't be helped. You see?
Yeah.
You can't be helped. But if you had NHIF, should have gone to the hospital and the disease detected.
Yeah.
Then you get killed.
But what about the person who says, I've never been sick, I never get sick, and why should I pay NHIF?
No, such mentality.
No, what's your
Such mentality
Yes.
should be discouraged.
Okay.
Such mentality should be discouraged. You will at one time you will fall sick, and
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
True,
so
yeah.
such
Nobody doesn't
mentality
fall sick, yeah.
it should be discouraged sincerely. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
But
you.
we should not say that everybody can afford this thing, because sometimes we back here, okay, now we can talk about what is happening down here. Yeah, we have a lot of maybe grannies. They have lost their loved ones. They are left there alone. They have this common disease here, like the stroke.
Yeah.
This granny cannot even go to the shamba, do anything in the shamba.
buy
It does,
the
yeah. Even keep the chickens or the thing that Mr.
That
Dande
is
here
why
is
the
talking
universal
about.
health care has been introduced. It will take care of such less fortunate. Yeah, the universal health care is actually introduced to take care of such people.
When was it introduced?
This thing has been introduced just the other day.
You see, now this is the other day, but
Yeah.
now we are talking about what happened
So
to those who even doesn't know. Like this old shosho, doesn't know there's something like that going on.
Yeah.
How do you expect him?
Before we proceed, I would just like to underline something. Now, we can say that everyone can afford NHIF, but what we can say is most of the people can, or should, and if the possibilities are there. But there are people who are sick, who cannot work, the elderly, the children, orphans, So you can just put them all in a bracket. But we know that the possibility is there, and people should do this. Some of them don't do this because they rather use their money, some of them for alcohol or for something else. But of course, we encourage, Doki's advice encourages, get your NHIF. It's important, and if you can't afford it for what reason or whatever, come to Festus, he'll teach you.
He'll teach you how to get some money.
Actually,
so that
we will take you to the nearest government
Facility.
government office, so that you can be registered, because there is criteria. If you can't afford, the government will pay for you. Now, if we come to that umbrella, as many as we are, we will get quality healthcare, Doki.
Yeah, but NHIF has still some gaps to fill, because like if as my father had a heart attack, they didn't pay. They only paid a few like 5% or something. That was really nothing. So it depends on what sickness you have. Also, we shouldn't forget that it depends on whether it's a common sickness. If you're a woman, a pregnant woman, or an old lady, there's a big difference in all of this. And if you do not have NHIF, you want more care, like to receive more care, you can also get another insurance which covers people over 60 years. There are so many insurance like Old Mutual, etc. So the thing is, we really have to now get back to our topic here, before we forget. These are the challenges we experience. We're living in a country where NHIF has been introduced, not for so long now. So until
actually it has been there.
No, it has been there.
But in this form, the way it has been introduced,
healthcare.
but the way it has been introduced now, it wasn't like that
different
before.
from
The company exists, of course, but it wasn't focused on helping the simple mwananchi, the needy ones. So the people who are working, who are employed, they could have NHIF, but those who are not employed, they had they would just survive.
True.
So because I remember, like, we are 7 children, and if my father had to pay NHIF for all of us, oh my God, I just can't imagine. So I think there's still a place for improvement.
Wait. Your father is just pay 500 and cover the entire children.
Well, the according to the NHIF which you have now, like for example, my sister has to pay for all of the children. So that's the problem. So there's still space for improvement. There have to be a family health care, for example. They have to introduce not only a universal but a family health care, and also an orphan's health care, and such things, and so on and so forth. So we are coming to the end of our discussion.
Thank you.
We have talked about so many things. If you have done yet, like, comment, share, or follow us. There are so many particular parts in this medical topic which we want to touch, and we want to see lives getting changed, and we want to also help people to have knowledge, and to know how to even take care of their nutrition. So there is also a problem which we have seen here, like nutrition, or even the diseases, like some a grandma told me, I have heard of ulcers, I have heard of malaria, blood pressure, and sugar, and now you're telling me I have a disease which I haven't ever had before. And she was like really shocked that I diagnosed a simple disease of the thyroids, and she was really shocked. And so that the generation which is coming up, they don't grow in ignorance. We have to improve the giving up of knowledge for them to understand what are the red flags. What signs shouldn't I ignore or just let go? And these are the things we are talking about. It's now here. What do you think? How can we improve, we as mwananchi, without any government influence or without any help from anyone? How can we personally improve that the medical care can be improved in all areas of our lives? What do you think?
What I think, or what I can say, is if you are at home, you feel any pain, don't become your own doctor. Go to the hospital, make sure you see the doctor, make sure you get the proper medication that you need. Don't just sit back there and you have a headache, you are just like I'll take this to cure my, or maybe this is my disease. There's nothing like this is my disease. Hakuna ugonjwa ya mtu ati hiyo inaniumanga tu hivyo na itaenda. This one we are used to it. I'm used to it. We are buddies. There's no disease that you are buddy with. So please, if you feel any pain, any part of the body is important. If you get pain in any, please rush to the hospital. Go talk to the doctor, or go talk to anybody at the hospital that you trust can check on you and give you proper medication and good advice. That's what I can say. We should just stop taking these concoctions. At you become a doctor now, at kichwa inauma, I mix this and this and this and this. If I take it by tomorrow morning, I will be okay, or maybe after 2 hours I'll be okay. No, you won't be okay. Maybe the pain will just go. Maybe there's something big growing, or something big building inside you. Just go check the doctor and you'll get helped. That's what I can say.
So do not ignore symptoms.
Don't ignore.
That's Mr. Festus.
Yes.
Tell us now.
Thank you, Jerry, and thank you, Dr. Dan.
Apart from having NhiF, which you have emphasized on.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Now, I think we must always seek doctors' advice before we take any medication. The most problem that we have within our locality is you feel part of your body is paining, you rush to a chemist and you buy medicine. You swallow it, the pain goes away. You see, this will help the disease to advance in your body, and it will be too late for you even if you now seek medical help from a doctor. That is number one. Number two, we must also improve on our hygiene. It is key, very important. A clean person will hardly fall sick. If we can handle food in a proper manner, we will end up eating healthy meal. If we can wash our hands with running soap and water, we will actually reduce the amount of germs going into our body. If we can stop smoking, smoking and taking, there is a substance called murati, what is it called? This one coming across the border. Iko kwa sache.
I don't know.
That is waragi. There is a substance. It is very common around here. Actually, it is not alcohol. It is a chemical, and these people take it. If you take a sachet of 30 shillings, you are done.
Okay.
You are tipsy already, and this ends up destroying the liver. Yeah. So if we can stop this kind of if we can stop using this kind of substance, then our lives will be better. Yeah. So all in all, let us stop some of the habits which actually exposes us to diseases. Let us eat healthy. Let us stop unnecessary domestic violence. You know, there is a lot of trauma going on in our homes. People. I mean, there is no peace in the villages, in the houses. This actually gives us some mental illnesses. The stress. When the stress levels are high, our organs are stressed too. We get sick. We don't stay longer. We die prematurely. So these are some of the things that we must now actually stop, and we can live better and healthy life for longer. Thank you, Dr. Dan.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are the advices from Jerry and Festus today with a heated up discussion about various topics. So someone once said the whole of Africa needs a psychiatrist, because there's so many psychological problems which haven't been dealt with. Reason is that there are so many medical situations which haven't been dealt with well yet. So before we deal with the normal sicknesses and before we deal with the normal sicknesses which you have and treat them and successfully treat them, rightfully treat them, there's still a lack of psychologists, psychiatrists, or even counselors who can help what do we call this, cope cope with the challenge of growing up, of poverty, of sickness, of death, of HIV, all of these things. So it's like people, we just Africans are strong. I've seen this in where we were in the mission hospital, that they're really strong. They can hold pain and they can just
standing the pain.
They squeeze their pain.
Shock absorbers.
Which is definitely not right, and which I think most of the churches are doing a great work in helping the society, but still there is a need of psychological help. In many cases, that's why some people they just they go for alcohol or for other drugs because they maybe they have experienced something bad, or many children, girls being raped or being left with a child at a young age from the males who made her conceive, impregnate them. So we're experiencing so many challenges, but this is another sector which you have to think and pray about in our journey. But for now, we want to make sure that you can get your second opinion. So if in any case one of the heated topics were very interesting for you, you can get back to us, comment, like, share, or even just give us a call, text us via WhatsApp or Messenger, and tell us what's up in your mind. And if you have any ideas of helping out, we are ready to hear. Doc's Advice is there for free online medical advice and training, especially for medical officers and people who want to change. So if you're a medical officer, worker, nurse, or a clinical officer, and you want to change the society you're living in, then this is your chance. Help us do this. Help us make this happen. Yeah, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, share, and follow us. This was Jerry, Festus, and me from Doc's Advice. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Sincerely, Jerry. 500 is affordable. You should
Not to
pay.
everyone. Not to everyone.
Can everyone afford 500?
No,
Yes.
not to everyone.
What do you think? Comment on this. Can
No.
everyone afford 500?
500 for a month.
No,
For
no,
a month.
no.